Welcome back to ENC Fishing. Today we're going over the April 2024 Mystery Tackle Box Pro. Let's go ahead and dive in. Alright, so we've got a little sheet with our list of stuff. Got the dibble. And we have a sticker, which I don't think I've seen that one before. It's kind of cool. Alright, so the first item in the box is a pack of Daihachi. I guess that's how you say it. I've heard multiple people say it different ways, so I'm not really sure which is the correct. These are 3/0 worm hooks, it looks like, and it's a sample pack. And these specifically say 3/0 MTV, so these were clearly produced just for Mystery Tackle Box. You know how I feel about sample packs. Something's better than nothing, I guess, but I mean, 3-4 more hooks couldn't add that much more cost here, because they're, well, say it's $1.80 worth, so at least they're actually saying roughly what the hooks are probably really worth a piece. But still, sample pack, I'd rather see full packs. All right, so the next item is a Lunker Hunt Jolt 10F. This is a 1/2 ounce weight and it dives to 10 feet. And it's a floating model. And it is in bone. Again, that's the Lunker Hunt Jolt 10F in bone. It looks like it's pretty good quality. I know some people don't like Lunker Hunt. They definitely have some kind of gimmicky lures. But I mean, this seems pretty standard to me. I feel like the hooks could be a little bit sharper. But I mean, overall, I don't think it looks bad or anything. And they claim this is the $7.50 lure. I don't know that I'd pay more than $6 personally, but I think $7.50 sounds okay. All right, so the next item here, we have a pack of Guggen baits, 5-inch darts, and sprayed lettuce. Again, I know Guggen baits get a lot of hate, but I personally like them. May not be as durable as some other plastics, but I don't really think they're that much worse than just a standard soft plastic. I do really like the scent that they have. I know it's not a scent that's uncommon, but I feel like most of the time when I get lures, they're garlic or shad scented or something. Again, that's the Guggen bait dart and sprayed lettuce. I actually haven't used any of these yet. I've got a few, but I'm not a huge soft plastic jerkbait kind of guy. Probably should try them out, since I do like some of the other soft plastics. Maybe next time I get on the river, I'll give these a try. Oh, and they also say these are $4.99 value, which I say that's probably a pretty good value on these. I think it's at Dick's Sporting Goods. They have the full original retail on most of these still at, I think it was $6.99, which to me is just really overpriced for soft plastic like this. But I think $5, I think that's fair. I mean, that's 50 cents a lure. I don't think $5 is bad on that one. All right, so the next item this is a Eurotackle Finesse Metacrawl. These are 2.4-inch. They kind of sort of look like a crawfish mixed with some sort of a bug. And they're in black and blue. They have an interesting scent to them. It says they have S pheromone scent. Not quite sure what that means, but again, that's the Eurotackle Finesse Metacrawl in black and blue. And the bottom here is a little bit more blue. It's actually a pretty dense plastic, but then the appendages are pretty thin, so they still have a pretty decent amount of action. I mean, I could see these working as like a Ned rig or something like that. Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. And they say these are $5.99. I don't think I agree with $5.99 on these. $5, like the Guggen baits. Yeah, I could maybe give get on board with that, but $6, I think it's just a little bit too much on these. All right, if you haven't already seen it, make sure you go back and check out my last video. I'll have it linked up here. We're actually giving away a 6-skill fishing autism awareness reel. Just make sure you go back to the last video. Again, it's linked right here, and follow the instructions in that video to get entered to win this. There are also a couple stretch goals on that video. If we get enough likes, Bass Roots Fishing is going to supply a bundle of lures from Deep Creek Lures. Also, during the month of April, any proceeds from our Autism Awareness Month merch, we're going to take half of that and donate it to autism anglers. So make sure you go down in the description and follow the links to get to the merch, and make sure you check out the video so you can get entered to win the reel. And if we can meet that stretch goal, get entered to win some Deep Creek lures. And also, if we can get our donation amount up to $100, I'm going to give away a huge bundle of lures in addition. So we'll have 3 winners. So again, make sure you go back and check out that video and check out our merch and get in on these giveaways. All right, and the next lure is the Googan Squad Hound, and it is in Shattered Shad. This is also a 1/2 ounce walking bait. Again, that's the Googan Baits Hound and Shattered Shad. Again, I know there's hate for Googan baits, but I don't have as much experience with the hard baits. I haven't seen any real quality issues with them. I feel like the hooks are a little bit sharper than the Lunker Hunt. And I know people say they're just copies of other lures. That's something I feel like is going back throughout the whole fishing lure industry. I mean, there's only so many different ways you can make a top water walking bait or a crankbait or anything like that. They say this is $8.99. I personally would like to see it more like the $7.50 range. I just feel like some of these lures have gotten so the cost isn't quite there for what they're really worth to me. I don't dislike this. I just think it's not quite the value that they say it is. Well, I just actually realized there is some paint chipped on this. I don't know how well that shows up, but there's some paint chipped right here by my finger. That's not very good quality control there. I don't think it's going to affect anything, and it doesn't seem to be, I mean, it's not super noticeable, so I wouldn't think a fish would notice that. And it seems like the clear coat's over that, so it was clearly done at the factory that way. Alright guys, if you're enjoying the video, make sure you give it a like, and make sure you subscribe so you can see the next videos when they come out. And the last lure we have here is a Weston Bass Bite Square Bill. It's a 7/16 ounce square bill, and it is in Chartreuse Blue Crawl. This is actually a floating square bill. Again, that is the Weston Bass Bite Square Bill in Chartreuse Blue Crawl. So this is a floating. It has like 1 knocker in it. Hooks could be a little bit sharper, I think, but they're not terrible. But overall, I think it looks pretty good. Not usually a huge fan of Weston, but I think this was actually a pretty decent one from them. Some of the hook points are a little bit sharper than others, so quality control on those hooks isn't the greatest. But overall, I think it's not bad. I don't think it's worth $12. This is what they claim it's worth. Let's say at best, $8 is the most I'd pay for something like this. Again, I don't think it's a bad lure or anything. I just don't think it's worth $12. Anyway, what do you think about this month's box? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you like the video and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. We'll see you in the next one.